Welcome to week 3 of Awakening to the Poetic, and our theme today is courting aliveness and play. Courting meaning kind of flirting with, dancing with, um, seducing. We can't quite go directly at aliveness or play, but we can court them. And then the second half of the theme is a quote from the Zen tradition. Satori is mistake after mistake. Satori is a Japanese word for awakening or insight, or sometimes it gets translated directly as enlightenment, which isn't my favorite word because it has so many sometimes unhelpful connotations. So I generally prefer awakening because we can all feel that really directly. So awakening is mistake after mistake, which is something that was said originally by Zen Master Dogen and then reiterated by Zen Master Ikkyu, who were both very playful in their own ways. And this just points to how there's no such thing as perfection, and everything already is perfection, and we can continue to strive for excellence and integrity, and that all three of those are true. And if we hold all three of those, then maybe we can relax into more, more perspective, more allowing of feeling, more allowing of letting go, more possibility, and more play. So I want to start with a question. I want to crowdsource from you all. I'm genuinely interested in what would you say is a bad meditation? If you were meditating badly or you did a bad job in these next 25 minutes, what would that be? And would you please put it in the chat if you're willing? Like, does that mean you're thinking a lot, or you're dwelling in the past, or you're fantasizing about the future, or I don't know. What does it mean to you? Luna says writing in the chat. So if we're meditating and then you're sitting there writing in the chat, which I do during meditations if I have a co-teacher, I'm often writing in the chat about how long we're going to meditate. Not meditation is bad meditation. Yeah, great. Scattered, unable to come to a center, agitation without peace. Not meditating at all. If I'm so jumpy I can't ever settle, letting my monkey mind go from tree to tree. Bad meditation. I've forgotten that there's no such thing. Okay, good. That's very Zen. Judging, okay. Forgetting I am thinking. Yeah, great. Sometimes we get going and we don't even realize, and then we're just lost. Okay. Thank you. This is great. Also, if I'm so distracted, I'm going on social media. Yeah. Yeah. This morning I was up early meditating, but I was also drinking my coffee. So I was in total Zen posture, but I was holding my coffee like this. my husband came downstairs to get online to lead the online meditation for our community. And he like stumbled down all sleepy and he looked at me and he said, "If your hands aren't in the mudra, it's not gonna work." He said, "I don't know if you know, but if your hands aren't in the mudra, you're not really meditating." So we like to joke about this. And, ultimately, the Zen teaching is that there's no such thing. That if you take the posture, that is the mind of the Buddha, and whatever happens is Buddha nature expressing itself. But just for the sake of play, I'd like to invite you for the first few minutes of meditation, and we'll take our posture and I'll ring the bell. And I want to invite you to exaggerate the thing you think is bad in meditation. So purposefully making the mistake or the failure, or like maybe I'll just sit here with my coffee. um, just see what it feels like to just have full permission to go fully into bad meditation. Let yourself be a bad girl, bad boy. have fun with it if you can. We'll just do this for a few minutes and see what happens, okay? So I might look up and you might be dancing around or writing a novel or something, and just go for it, okay? I'll ring the bell and we'll dive into bad meditation. Here we go. I'll mute myself. Sorry. If you want to be really bad, you can peek at everyone on the screen and it might bring you some delight. Okay. So, bringing that sense of permission and freedom with you, now also go ahead and take the posture. So, finding your feet on the ground or your cross legged position, strong base of your body, nice upright, lengthened spine, heavy through the pelvis and the sitting bones, but a nice upright, lengthened spine all the way through the crown of the head. Finding a placement of your hands that feels good to you today. Deepen your breath and just become a little more sensitive and intimate with the sensations of the breath. You don't have to control it or manipulate it, but just becoming more curious about what's it like to breathe just right now. What's this breath like? And as you become curious about the breath, you can also just become curious about any sensations here in the body. Maybe there's a little freedom or delight from being a bad meditator and being allowed to be a bad meditator. Maybe there's like self-consciousness from that experiment. Whatever sensations, just really let them be what they are. And any thoughts that are flurrying, if you're still kind of caught on that or excited by that inquiry, just let those thoughts buzz around like bees. And any emotions, excitement, embarrassment, warmth, tension, just let it all be here in a big, glorious conglomeration of human experience. You do not have to change a thing. Everything is welcome, and we're not grabbing onto any of it. So, beginning to invite yourself to rest as and identify as awareness itself, this awareness that we are, that is free from all the sensations, thoughts, emotions, and experience, but also very intimate with it all. Inviting yourself to identify and rest as awareness itself. Just simply experiencing the aliveness in its flavors of the moment. Exactly how aliveness is showing up. Letting that be what it is and letting it go when it goes. So, really, this is an opportunity to brighten our presence and our wakefulness, but also rest our mind. Even if thoughts are happening, we don't have to engage in them in a stressful or exhausting way. Just let them be. Resting as awareness. It's nothing we have to become or fabricate. It's just what we are at the most basic level. Joining your palms in prayer, or maybe bringing them to your body if you'd like to complete our practice with a bow. All right, you bad meditators. I hope you enjoyed that or got some kind of value or new perspective from it.